So the treatment is correction, of course. You can give oral if it is mild. If there is symptoms or it is severe, you can give IV. Start to give IV. Be careful. Replacement also there is limit. The patient have 3 potassium, 2.8. You do not correct this very fast within 1 hour. You need time, and you should not give more than 20 MEQ per hour. Okay? You should not give 20 MEQ, more than 20 MEQ per hour. If you will give, let's say through IV, you will, if you remember the protocols, it advises you, if you are IV, each 10 MEQ in 100. While in central, you can give each 10 MEQ in 50. Either or, you have to give total 20. If you will give IV and central, don't give 30, only 20. Okay? The concentration of KCl per hour. This is per hour, okay? I'm not saying total you will give only 20. No, you can give whatever you want, 100 you can give, but over 5 hours, for example. If you will give 80, you will give it over 4 hours. Okay? And should be diluted to normal saline, and make sure the patient have good kidney function. Because if he is not properly controlling the urine output, he will have hyperkalemia. Causes of hyperkalemia, also high potassium intake, inadequate renal clearance. Manifestation, opposite now. I have everything high. You have muscle cramps, muscle rigid, cardiac arrhythmias, okay? Now the heart is excited, irregular pulse, abdominal distension, okay? Diarrhea, rapid motion of the bowel intestine, and you can see instead of inverted T wave, you have peak T wave. The T wave now are peaked. They are not flat or normally round or inverted. Interventions, we can give all the things that allow the potassium to move from the blood to the cells, or allow the removal of potassium inside the urine, like calcium gluconate. Insulin dextrose allow also the movement of the potassium to the cells. Sodium bicarb will get it when calcium resonium and calcium gluconate allow to the loss of potassium in the urine. Okay? Dialysis will be needed if not sufficient all of these parameters. Okay, because potassium is very life-threatening if it's too high. Calcium. Calcium is the most abundant electrolyte in our body. Why? Where is the calcium? Huh? In the bones. Okay? So, the amount of calcium is too high compared to sodium. Okay? So you can take all the sodium you make like this much, but the bones in our body is too large and a lot of calcium in these bones. Okay? So normal 8.5 to 10.5, and neuromuscular, it helps in neuromuscular transmission, muscle contraction, blood clotting, and cell membrane function. So you can remember calcium can help you in 3 things: bones, beats, and brain. So brain, nervous control, nervous system controls. B, blood clotting, and B, beats, heart. So heart, blood clotting, and the brains for nervous control. Okay. There is ionized and non-ionized. This is the only electrolyte that we have. It can be some form non-ionized. Does not have electrolyte form or charge. Okay. Of course, the active one is the ionized. That's why you measure calcium ionized and non-ionized. It has the habit to bond with albumin. Okay. It likes to attach with albumin. Vitamin D allow for more calcium absorption. Calcitonin, remember calcitonin, calcium. Okay, calcitonin, calcium. Inhibits reabsorption in the bone and inhibits renal excretion. So allow more calcium to stay in the blood, not lost in the urine, not absorbed in the bone. Parathyroid hormone mobilizes calcium from the bone, increases kidney reabsorption. Also, calcitonin just inhibit and parathyroids motivate the maintenance of calcium levels. So this, all of these things increase calcium levels in the blood. Causes of hypocalcemia: excessive bone growth can cause hypocalcemia, excessive loss, low parathyroid hormone because it maintains the calcium levels, increased phosphorus, decreased magnesium. You see, more phosphorus, less calcium. Okay, and less magnesium, less calcium. There is sometimes there is a relation because the renal clearance move electrolyte together. Hypoalbuminemia because albumin hold the calcium attached with it. Also alkalosis. Manifestation of hypocalcemia: decreased cardiac contractility because it plays a role in neuromuscular control, mental changes, and two signs you can diagnose the hypocalcemia clinically: Trousseau sign and Chauvistic sign. These two signs, first sign is Trousseau sign, will be applying cuff, blood BB cuff, measure systolic blood pressure, and allow it to stay on the patient arm for 3 minutes above systolic blood pressure. Okay, so systolic blood pressure 120, make it 125 for 3 minutes. The arm will start to move up and flex and make this posture. Okay, this gesture. Other method is Chauvistic sign. By tapping the face here, you will have the patient. He is contracting his face muscles, and even sometimes the lips, or closing one eye. Yeah, that's why it's a good sign for hypocalcemia. Hypocalcemia treatment, of course, you may try correcting phosphate because the bones have calcium and phosphate. Because high phosphate, less calcium, right? They are competing. So you may be hyperphosphatemia treated, give calcium replacement, don't give rapid, all electrolyte drugs give slow. Determine if digitalis is taken, because you know the digoxin? The digoxin. The digoxin does what to the heart? No, don't give it for arrhythmia. Side effect is this, but it causes decreased heart rate, decreased and improve contractility, right? So it increases the contractility, increases the strength of the contraction by giving more current through the AV node, increasing the conduction of the AV node. If you give calcium, also it increases the conduction, so you have massive activity, strong contractions. You will have arrhythmias. It may cause cardiac arrest. Also magnesium supplement if you have hypomagnesemia. Give vitamin D. Causes of hypercalcemia: anything the bones have all the calcium. If the calcium move from the bones to the circulation, you have hypercalcemia. Anything, bone loss, calcium mobilization from the bones, bone malignancy, drug toxicity, like if the patient is taking too much vitamin D. Manifestation of hypercalcemia, again, also to affect neuromuscular controls. You will have hyper excitability now instead of low excitability, high, strong contractions, strong muscle cramps. Again, the same cycle. Nursing intervention for hypercalcemia. So you treat underlying cause first. Okay, normal saline to promote excretion. And give something to allow the treatment of osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is loss of bone density, right? So the calcium moves now from the bone to the blood. When you treat the bone, you recruit the bone, the calcium inside the bone, the calcium will move from the blood to the bone again. Monitor for fluid overload because calcium also, like sodium, hold the water. Okay, so maybe the patient will have fluid overload or hypertension. Now magnesium plays the role of control. Okay, it's like the referee in the football match. Okay, it controls other electrolytes, controls the function of other electrolytes. So you may have abnormal potassium level, you give magnesium. Why? Because it controls the other electrolytes. Intracellular cation, normal level is 1.2, you know, our protocol. It's cofactor of enzymatic reaction, neuromuscular interaction, and cardiac contractility. Causes decrease in GI absorption of hypomagnesemia, decreased absorption, malnutrition, also a lot of loss in the urine, or alcohol consumption. By the way, alcoholism, and you see this is the beauty of Islam. The only, like, one of the few religions that's really prohibit the drinking of alcohol because there is no benefit. Like, it disturbs everything. Electrolyte, fluid, acid-base imbalance, everything will be destroyed with alcohol. Manifestation of hypomagnesemia is more evident. Symptoms if less 1 milligram per deciliter. Okay, of course it depends on the patient condition. Confusion, lethargy, nausea and vomiting, seizures and hyperactive reflexes, cardiac symptoms, lactose deform. So now magnesium is controlling the potassium. Now the magnesium is less, so the potassium does not being controlled properly. So you will have this hyperexcitability of the cardiac muscles. This is polymorphic waves, okay, and it is like twisting. It's like I have a tape, I'm twisting it, twisting again, and twisting again, okay? So this is the shape, it's like that. You see? This is called torsades de points. Some people call it torsades de points, okay? It's just a French word. Okay? Nursing intervention for hypomagnesemia, replacement, close monitoring to prevent overcorrection, especially if the patient has kidney disease. Give the food sources. Some anti-acid have magnesium, so be careful. Some food also, some medication have magnesium. Hypermagnesemia, also inappropriate renal functions. Treatment of pregnancy-induced hypertension. Manifestation decreased neuromuscular activity. It's now does over control. Magnesium before it controls normally. With high level it does over control, so it does decrease the function of other electrolytes. So it makes decrease neuromuscular activity. It makes the patient more lethargic. Respiratory depression, cardiac arrest. So you have to check the reflexes for health of neuromuscular system, respiratory status, anything that's containing magnesium and surrounding on the patient, stop it. You may give normal saline diuretics to allow the loss, and calcium gluconate for level if the magnesium reach 8 or 10 or above. Okay, not normal. Phosphorus. Phosphorus and calcium are stored majorly in the bones, so they are needed for metabolism. So if you heard about ATPs are energy unit in our body, and they are having phosphate. And also our cells have layer membrane outside consists of phospholipids. So phosphorus is important in cell membrane and energy production. So hypophosphatemia, you don't have enough cellular membrane protection, you have low bone density, and you have also low energy. So treatment is to replace phosphate. It's predominantly available in milk, eggs, beans, nuts. IV replacement is in severe cases. We consider it in critical areas because the patient is already sick. But if the patient is okay, if you go and check your phosphate and it is a little bit low, don't go and replace your potassium, your phosphorus IV. Better take it oral, okay? Or eat something that have phosphorus. Decrease causes and manifestation of hyperphosphatemia, of course, renal function shutdown, excessive phosphate replacement, extracellular shift, and manifestation will be calcium and phosphate deposit in cells. This will initiate cascades of abnormal clotting. It may cause also hypocalcemia, so more phosphate in the blood, less calcium in the blood. You may give also phosphorus binding agent like, what do you give for hyperphosphatemia? What else?
Vitamin D.
No. Cevilamine. Did anybody give cevilamine before? Cevilamine, patient high phosphate, you give cevilamine. This is for patient high phosphate. Chloride. Chloride is same like sodium, because sodium chloride. Huh? Sodium chloride is our salt. Our table salt is sodium chloride. Okay? So similar function to sodium. Okay? It maintains water, it helps in neuromuscular activity. It buffers carbonic acid. It buffers carbonic acid. You see in our stomach there is pepsin, and this pepsin works with the hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. So there is chloride making the acid. Okay, so it helps in acid-base balance. And when you calculate an ion gap, you calculate sodium plus potassium minus chloride and bicarb. Okay, because chloride is like they are balancing with the bicarb for the acid-base balance. Causes and manifestation of hypochloremia. Causes is, let's say the patient is vomiting all this gastric juice, he will lose the chloride. He will lose the HCl. If you have NG drain, he will lose the HCl. Osmotic diuresis, so you are losing the chloride in the urine. In the manifestation, you will have alkalosis. You are losing the chloride, the acid, you will have alkalosis. Right? It should be there is balance. If you are losing one, the other one is high. And dehydration. Causes and manifestation of hyperchloremia. Hyperparathyroidism, the parathyroid hormones plays a role in calcium and chloride. Also dehydration, also respiratory acidosis. That's why the body will hold the chloride to allow the buffer. Okay? Manifestations, lethargy, disorientation, and increased rate and depth of respiration. So you have deep, rapid breathing. Nursing interventions for hyperchloremia or hyperchloremia, treat the cause. And you will not play with the chloride. Okay, if you have hypochloremia, you may give sodium saline. Normal saline. Okay? But the important thing is to read the acid-base balance, because this is the main cause. It's either increase or decrease. Any questions? Clear? Thank you for your time and great audience.